All right, so now we know what the name DeaDrop means. Last man standing gets a bunch of loot as is left over by all of the players that died on the map. Interesting. Hello everyone, my name is Onepeg, and once again we have an update for DeaDrop. Today was the release of the second DeaDrop Snapshot for those of us that ended up, I guess, buying into the project. Just to get everyone caught up, there are going to be additional releases of these snapshots as the game progresses through its alpha process and into the betas, and then ultimately a full release. This game is being produced by a studio founded by Dr. Disrespect and is being touted as what is known as a vertical extraction shooter, which makes it sound as though we're playing in a giant building, have to work our way upward through floors, ultimately to the roof, and the person that survives to get out is the winner. Now, as an extraction shooter, there are, I guess, likely to be determining factors in terms of when and if we're able to actually extract with stuff. The website says the second DeaDrop Snapshot is here. Get ready for your first taste of real combat in a brand new PvP area called the Proving Ground. In the first iteration, the first snapshot, it was just the hideout, and we only got to play with one assault rifle, which in my opinion wasn't all that great. See what's new in the player hideout, then prepare to battle it out in the Proving Ground for the ultimate prize, the DeaDrop. This build represents 3,184 check-ins from the DeaDrop team since development first began. The focus of this build was to establish the foundation for core PvP gunplay, looting, and extraction on a dedicated multiplayer server. We introduced 11 new weapons and inventory systems, as well as a glimpse into your garage. Now there are 12 different types of weapons accessible, 4 variants of pistols, shotguns, and rifles that are randomized and available for loot. So again, as a BR, loot on the map. Variations include unique rates of fire, recoil, bullet drop, and spread. Okay, as you loot, these items will be moved to your inventory. If you successfully extract to the player hideout, that inventory can be moved to your personal stash for safekeeping. If you get taken out, your gear becomes a drop and is free for the taking. So again, so this is a little bit more fast-paced, but Tarkov-esque in the sense that your loot becomes available for other people to take from you. If there is a last player standing, whether all other players extracted were killed or died from accidental fall damage, the last player standing will be awarded with the selection of items from the combination of the remaining loot. All right, so now we know what the name DeaDrop means. Last man standing gets a bunch of loot as is left over by all of the players that died on the map. Interesting. That's cool. That's a cool gimmick. From here, I'm going to fire up the game, and we'll see what it looks like. So we have the same entry with the garage door, or the elevator door opening. We have the crows flying away. This time, there's no gun sitting on the wall here above. Looks like we have a pistol that's going to be on top of the workbench instead. Looks like we're at 70-ish FPS. Okay. Now, again, this is an alpha build, so I don't expect anything like very polished. The thing that I'm most interested in is the running animation. Already, this feels a bit better. The stride and the way that the arms are moving along with the stride feels significantly better to what it was in the original iteration of the game. Although it still does feel a little bit janky. No recoil at all. Oof, bad aim. The weapons need work. They need work to feel better than what they do right now. But again, it's alpha, and they're trying to get some type of, like, playable demo, I suppose. Then, of course, we have the upstairs area. We have the outdoor shooting range. 65 FPS. Let's see, we still have this cinematic chopper flyover. Does a scanning issue, whatever. And then it heads on out. Oh, there's another door over here. Okay, so up on the upper level, there's this green pad here. Let's see what's up over here. So this is a newly accessible area. And of course, we have something very Doc-esque. Of course. Very nice. In order to be able to get to the Proving Ground, which actually isn't the giant tower, this is like a mini version of the tower where you're going to go in and explore some different areas. In order to get to that, there's actually, on the bottom, you can see where it says Escape is options, and then Tab is the menu. So you can see, like, this is basically what your player looks like on the outside. You can look at your stash, your backpack, whatever you have on your back, your own weapons. You have pistol A, I have 2 pistols on me. You can look at your stash of weapons. and then there's an armory, a garage, and then a store. So it looks as though they're going to be planning on some form of microtransaction type thing, I guess, in the store. Or maybe it's some place that you're going to get weapon attachments, different vendors, whatever. I do find the character model interesting. It looks like he's got some, like, knockoff Jordans on. I like the little ballistic vest. At some point, I'm going to assume that with the $50 buy-in, we were given an NFT with, like, a unique-looking character. I'm going to assume that that unique-looking character will be someone that we get to adjust and have standing here instead of this placeholder figure. But let's see. We'll go to the proving ground, and we'll see what that looks like. Finding a match. Now, if we leave... All right, yeah, so in the lower left-hand corner, you can see where it says it's finding a match with a little countdown, or count up, I guess. So, if there's enough people playing the snapshot, maybe we'll get into a game real quick. But so far, the running animation feels a lot better than what it did before. Although I do feel like the arms are still moving a little bit too fast for the legs. The gait and, like, the extra hopping and stuff still doesn't feel all that natural. It still looks a little bit off to me. Also, this is only going to really run well on high-end computers, because if I set this to Epic, it's going to get like 50 FPS. It is UE5, which, you know, it's going to have a little bit of a draw because they've got all the particle effects and all this other stuff on, and there doesn't seem to be any, like real culling going on. It's rendering an awful lot. So I can see why it would have the frame rate issue. Nope, match starts in. Here we go. Now, as far as I'm aware, there's no in-game VoIP. And it looks like there's just gray boxing that we're going to be playing in. Still kind of cool. I guess maybe we can loot these crates. It's empty. Okay, we looted a floppy disk. Sounds like somebody's got a shotgun or a rifle of some kind. Doesn't appear to have any, like, real fall damage. So, I is inventory. So it appears that, like, these kinds of things will end up having, like, some type of inherent value. I don't know how far away the sound is traveling. 2 sets of footsteps. I guess we'll just have to see if we can find, like, weapons laying on the ground, because the boxes aren't really doing much. A lot of left-right audio, but no real vertical. I think I got him. Yeah, I did. Dropped him with a pistol. That's a shotgun. Says I'm at 60 out of 100 health. He's hurt. Man, this thing is hard to track people with. I like the delta point on this a lot better than the other rifle, though. 5 players remain. I still haven't gotten any type of notification that says that, like my extraction is available. I do like the layout, though. Like, the level design for a vertical shooter, whatever it's supposed to be. I mean, like, this industrial complex with all the different levels and, like, the verticality is really, really nice. It's basically showing that even though it's, like, very, very urban, you know, looks like it's under construction, you can still get an awful lot of, like, long sight lines for people that want that. You can get CQ for people that want that. Healing station. So you can just hold it, and it what? Gives you a shot? Fills you back up? Alright, cool. Very, very early development build. Alright, I want to make that very clear, okay? Like, this game is... This is what we call gray box. Alright? Like, yeah, there's skins on weapons and stuff, but there's nothing really here. Until extraction begins, 140. Okay, so upper left-hand corner, see, like, there's a timer there. Now, there is no, like, vertical audio at all. Oh, that was hard to control. Got him, though. Man, that recoil felt crazy. That was actually really hard to control. Alright, I will say, though, like, netcode-wise, I don't know where the server is. Netcode-wise, like, it actually feels pretty good. Pistol B. There's also no weight right now. Like, I'm carrying 11 pistols, another rifle, 5 shotguns, 2 rifle A's, and 1 other pistol B. So, oh, there's a guy right there. Up on top. He's getting lit up. He didn't hit shit. Come on, baby. Where you at, boy? He dead. Or he got out. Oh, so there's my extraction point right there. Match ends 251. Oh! I don't even know where he was. Oh, that's crazy. Good for you, man. Lost all my items. Okay. Okay, match is starting. 3, 2, 1, 0. And we're in. Okay, what do we have here? Double barrel. But it climbs for the sky after you fire it. Now, right now, I don't feel like the looting is going to really matter. There isn't really anything to buy with it. Another shotgun. 11 players remaining. So there's an internal timer that doesn't show up on the screen until it's about 2 minutes left before your extraction. I guess what I'm trying to do here is to see how long we can kind of hold out to see what that dead drop bag looks like. I mean, the map is deceiving. It's a lot bigger than you figure it is. I haven't even been over to this side of the map before. Sounds like that sound is somebody dropping a bag on the ground. There's occlusion. There's occlusion with the audio. You can hear him firing. He's behind like a wall of some kind. And it gets louder if he's like in plain view. 8 players left. There really doesn't appear to be any fall damage. I don't know if I want to take that guy on with a pistol when he's got a better sight line than I do. You can hear the shells hitting the ground. Let's see, I got 2 pistol A's and some shotguns. I don't know where they're going to go with these movement mechanics. Okay, 152, 150. I have no idea if the crouch movement is a silent movement. The boot sounds a little wonky. But the directional audio feels pretty good. At least laterally. So you have to stay and fight for however long the duration is. I don't know, 10 minutes? Okay, extraction points. Comms relay floor 2 north. Shipping hub storage boxes. Oh, that could be abused. There's no stamina either. I can see how this would be COD jump meta all day. All right, so we can get out from here. It doesn't actually say how many players are left now, and I don't know if I am the last one or not. It's possible everyone left, or it's possible I'm the last one here. So I could possibly stay until the very end of the match, because it doesn't appear that there's like anyone left. It also could be is when they say that there's the extraction points up, that they're not going to tell you how many players are left anymore. I'm the last one. Everybody else got out. Choose your reward. Okay. You deserve the best of the best from those who failed to be the best. So I can take one or I can take all. So I'm going to say take all. So I was the last man on the map. The other guys either extracted or died. Because I was the last one there, I get the dead drop bag. That whole inventory. So now if I go to my stash, there we go. So I can put these items away in the stash, which is I got all the shotguns, hand grips, floppy disks, pistols, and rifles that I could ever want. You know, after 2 or 3 games, if you get out, you'd have everything that you'd ever want or need. Okay, so, big map. It's all in gray box, obviously. The running animation's still not fleshed out. The hands being disjointed from the guns in first person obviously needs to get fleshed out. There's little tweaks and things that need to get done to make the game feel better than it is. The recoil mechanics probably need to get roped in considerably. But they're onto something. It's playable. It seems pretty fun. You know, it's kind of like old school Quake. The jumping strafe through the air and being able to aim at the same time, ADS with no barrel drift. That will be horribly abused by people without question. Cool snapshot. I'm looking forward to what they do in the next one. Thanks guys for coming and checking this out. We'll see you in the next one. All right. Peace.